What's good, YouTube? We are back with another video, and today we do got another NBA Youngboy reaction. Youngboy claims the industry is demonic before walking off the interview. They might speak some real shit in this video. Make sure you like the video, comment, subscribe, comment down below the video like for us to react to. We're gonna get straight to it, man.
Guys, I hope all is well. Welcome back to the True Talk Podcast. I'm back here with MI.
What's up, guys?
In today's episode, we will be talking about NBA Youngboy. Let's get right into it. Over the years, NBA Youngboy has become one of the most successful rappers in the music industry, dropping several hit songs and building one of the most loyal fan base hip-hop has ever seen. Youngboy's fans are the definition of a cult following, as they support whatever he decides to put out. Not many artists make it to the level Youngboy has made it to, and in fact, most artists who came out at the same time as Youngboy have long fallen off. While Youngboy became one of the biggest rappers in the world, all the success he has achieved has come paired with controversy. His career has been plagued with numerous arrests and criminal charges, alongside many other controversies. It's obvious the fame and success Youngboy has achieved has come with its downside, something Youngboy has spoken about himself. While the industry has given fame, money, and power to Youngboy, it came at a price that is destroying the young artist. Youngboy did make it to the top of the music industry and signed a multi-million-dollar deal, but it cost him his soul to get there. The music industry is a dark, demonic place full of demons disguised as people. Youngboy himself became one of those demons in order to have the world. He knew the true evil found inside the music industry and let himself get consumed by it for the love of money and fame. He sold his soul to this demonic industry to have the world, and now has the world but is soulless. When Youngboy signed on the dotted line, he became a tool for the elite to use, a weapon to further destroy the urban communities. Youngboy's music glamorizes death, hatred, and ignorance, everything that is plaguing the urban community. He gave himself to this demonic industry, and this is something he admitted himself in a recent Complex interview. About a week ago, Youngboy was interviewed by Complex at his house, where he made some very revealing statements before abruptly ending the interview and walking off. According to Youngboy, he agreed to be a part of this demonic industry because of money, and that he knows he is being used to spread destruction.
You said that music, like in terms of getting paid, is like the biggest like phone argument because of that. It's the life things that I chose to be a part of. So like I accept that I don't really, but don't be a dominant at the same time. You gotta understand the using it at the time. It comes to destruction too, because I ain't at the time. You know, you can't be spoken why. Is in terms of like every time.
As you heard for yourself, Youngboy admits the music industry is a demonic industry, but he also admitted that he joined that industry knowing this, doing it for the love of money. He said they're using him as entertainment, but it becomes self-destructive, meaning he is being used to spread destruction. Youngboy even admits he can't get too deep into it because he took an oath of secrecy, an oath that he can't break. Youngboy knew he was talking too much and had already said too much, and it's the reason he tells the interviewer that they were talking too much and stormed off. He knew he was putting himself in hot water for what he was saying. He admits he is being used to push a destructive agenda to his own people. He knows what he has been doing is demonic, spreading destruction, and we can see it take a toll over him. He knows he is in business with demons, and he has been since a teenager. Youngboy has shown us signs since he first came into the music industry that for him to get to those heights, he had to take the Masonic oath. All the way at the start of Youngboy's career, he secretly revealed he was a part of the Freemasons. In this music video for the song Fact, one of his first music videos, Youngboy and his crew could be seen wearing Freemasonic pendant chains. Since the beginning of his career, Youngboy has been showing who is truly behind his success. We know the Freemasons have total control over the music industry and everything that has influence over the masses, and it's the same with Youngboy. These are the demons.
Would you sell your soul? Why not?
Do you hear yourself talking about why not? Are you gonna sell your soul?
Absolutely.
I'm never selling my soul because that's dumb as hell. I don't give a fuck about money and fame that much to the point where I need to sell my soul or give somebody my soul. That is something that you should value. Like, this is not even our real body. So the fact that you would sell something that's really like you selling your soul to the devil to get temporary money and fame, like you're gonna be alive all your life. You're gonna, like, everybody had a death day. So it's just like, I'm not finna sell my soul to get no money and fame. It's not that serious, bro. It's too much money out here for me to be doing all that. It's doing too much.
Great answer.
You didn't answer the question.
And this is what he means by being a part of it. I believe Youngboy was more than likely a member of the Masonic Demole organization for young boys, as in order to be a Mason you must be 21 in most states. During this video, Youngboy couldn't be older than 16 or 17. The Demole is a Masonic organization for the youth, for teens until the age of 21. Walt Disney is one of the most famous members of the Demole organization, but now it might honestly be Youngboy. Youngboy has been showing Masonic imagery since the beginning, and it's something he still does to this very day. Some of you might remember when me and Emma spoke about this music video for Youngboy's song Like a Jungle. The beginning of the music video shows Youngboy rising out of a casket. While this might just look like music video nonsense, this is not the case. This scene is actually replicating a real initiation ritual done by Freemasons. Once a Freemason becomes a member and passes through the first 3 degrees, they officially become a Master Mason. In order to become a Master Mason, one must perform the Hiram and Abiff ritual, which is a rebirth ritual every Master Mason goes through. Just like those who follow Christ are reborn through Jesus, those who become Masons are put through a Masonic rebirth. The men who go through these rituals is put in a tomb which represents his death, and when he is brought out, he has been reborn. This is what NBA Youngboy is showing us in this very music video. Another artist who did the same ritual was the Latin rapper Anuel, who in this music video for the song Illuminati featuring Lil Pump can be seen doing the same Masonic initiation ritual. The Masons are the demons Youngboy is referring to, the demons he joined to have the world. He wanted it all, the money, the fame, and the power, and was willing to pay for it with his soul. We can see what this demonic industry has done to Youngboy over the years. Youngboy came into the industry acting like the biggest thug. He made his image on being this super thug, but just like the other rappers, he is being used to push the Lil Nas X agenda. We spoke about him wearing makeup and painting his nails. When Youngboy did this, he claimed this was him being his true self, saying in a Clubhouse interview, "I like painting my face, putting makeup on, that's me being myself." This was on direct orders of those demons who control his career. He is one of the biggest puppets the music industry has ever seen. He pushes everything these demons instruct him to push. This is what taking the Masonic oath and being chosen looks like. Yes, you get to have the world, but this is what you become, a shell of what you once were. Youngboy has become like the demons he himself was speaking about. If you ask yourself why is the youth so lost nowadays, it's because of artists like Youngboy. Youngboy is one of the biggest influence on the youth. So many kids want to be just like him. You can find videos all over Instagram showing young fans praising and trying to imitate him. This is why the youth is out of control nowadays. This is why younger and younger kids are throwing away their lives. The demons behind Youngboy use him like a puppet, dangling the strings, pushing whatever agenda they want through his music and character. So when Youngboy is talking about this demonic industry, he is referring to those demons.
Yeah, I know.
The top, the elite, who are controlling him, who are dictating his every move.
You know what's interesting is that he said that on that interview, but on another interview he says that his music is causing destruction in the youth, and he isn't happy or comfortable with it, and he wants to stop that. He also did an interview with academics where I don't know what he revealed, because he told academics to hold the interview until he passes away and then to release it. He's definitely playing both sides. You see with Youngboy, it ain't hard to see that he took the oath. He been protected since day one. Just look at all the times when Youngboy got arrested with some serious accusations, but ends up free. I know people who did many years for a lot less, but they let NBA Youngboy go free. Like the first time he got arrested, it was for a drive-by where witnesses said they saw him hanging out the car with a weapon, dumping at his ops. They arrested him, but he managed to finesse his way out. He also got arrested again for the music video situation, were accused of being around weapons while he's not supposed to be. And that when a judge gave him bail, even though when he was arrested, he ran on police and proved he was a flight risk. Instead of keeping him locked up, they give him house arrest where he can live like a king. He took the oath, and that's what's keeping him out of trouble.
Exactly, and like you said at the beginning, he's definitely playing both sides, because one moment he's against the violence, the next moment he's promoting violence. And the same thing in that interview. He knows that he is being used for destruction, but because the money...
I picked the software engineering.
Good edge, y'all.
The money they're paying him is too good, and the life he's living is too good. He is not gonna stop, even though he knows he has all this blood on his hands. All these kids that got in cars and went to do drills, listening to his music, being influenced by his music, doing things that they would have not done. These 14, 15-year-old kids should be playing video games.
His music don't influence me to do shit. You know, I just listen to it just to listen to it type shit. Right? You think his music influenced me to do crazy shit?
I believe if you had a car, it probably would.
No. We were just in a car. Okay.
But you were with me.
At home.
Don't
Instead,
matter.
they're trying to turn real life
what else
into
was
Call
we
of
in?
Duty because of an NBA Youngboy song. And if you look at Youngboy since the beginning, when they put him in the industry, he was around people like Birdman. Birdman was behind Young Thug in the situation with Young Thug when Young Thug tried to take out Lil Wayne. Birdman tried to use Young Thug to take out Lil Wayne because he owed millions to Lil Wayne. What better way to get rid of his problem? Make the new artist that he's messing with, fill up his brains with a bunch of nonsense, manipulate him, and have him take the problem out. That's what Birdman was doing.
Birdman is just like Diddy. They take the young kids, they corrupt them. Youngboy had a relationship with Birdman early in his career. That is never a good sign. We all know what Birdman did to Wayne. Wayne admitted it himself that Birdman grouped him. We all saw the picture of Birdman and Lil Wayne kissing on the lips, calling him his daddy. This is some Diddy activity. It's the reason NBA Youngboy has been dressing and acting sus, wearing makeup, painting his nails. This is far from the thug he claims to be. I don't know if you saw NBA Youngboy running with McConan, the rapper that signed to Drake and sang the Tuesday song. McConan came out as gay long ago. Then you see Youngboy running around with him like that's his bestie. Come on, man. We know what Youngboy is up to nowadays. Like you see all the time, Truth. They use the biggest artists to push
Boy,
them kinds of
it's
agenda.
true.
This is what Youngboy is.
So it's true.
He
You
came
listen to
out
what
this
another
thug
motherfucker.
image,
Alright,
this
okay.
big gangster, had all of his fans supporting
You
him
gotta
because
put two and
so
two
many
together,
kids
baby.
and
Can't
Can't
everybody
put two and two
are
together.
already
That's
living in
what
a
I'm
talking
situation
about.
like
What
this.
you
They
putting
already see
together?
this
He
from day
punch
to
it
day.
together.
So they
Okay.
want to look up to this super thug, like this superhuman
He talking about a
thug,
music
this
video this
superhero
made.
thug.
This man
And then
made
Youngboy
what, like a
knows
year,
that
2
he
years
has all
ago.
this influence,
No, he
and he
said
starts
they was
dressing
running
like a
around
girl.
like they
He
was
starts
best
painting
friends.
his
That's what
nails.
he said.
He starts
No.
pushing the Little Nas
You don't
X
know
agenda
that. Is you
the
in this man
demons
life?
above him.
I seen the
demons that he
messages
called
between-
down
Now
are
he
telling
be
him
fake
to do
doing
it.
his
Youngboy is
research.
probably not even into that kind of
Okay.
stuff, but they already corrupted him and made sure that he's into that kind of stuff, at least in his public image. This is why he's putting things out like this. This is why he's talking about that he feels like himself when he's painting his
We'll
face
do our
and
wave
putting
next,
on nail
y'all.
polish. He is trying to influence the youth to do the same. He wants the youth to, yeah, you're thugs, but you can paint your nails and be sus. You know, you can do these things.
They're trying to make it okay to paint your nails. Like Lil Yachty got his own nail polish.
Okay, see, now Youngboy ain't doing no shit like that.
He already did it.
No, the fuck he didn't. He
Yes,
did
he
black. He did black on some emo
Dude
shit.
that wants to do drills.
But he ain't emo.
Because what you gonna have on?
That's he
in
wanna
your
be
car
emo?
Okay,
or your
you-
ears
well,
before
what you gonna say
do
about the
drill.
makeup?
You're not gonna have
The
gospel
makeup?
music on. You're gonna have some NBA.
You need to
Those
cut
are
it
some
out.
emo shit.
He needs to cut it out. He's
Those
trying to
some
make
emo
excuses
shit.
for this man.
That's for
Oh
sure.
my God.
I
this
remember
is
not
crazy.
that long
That's
ago.
on some
He was
emo
on the
shit.
Stop
This is crazy.
Violence
He's trying to
show.
make
People
excuses
actually
for
fell for
Youngboy.
that, not realizing
I'm
that
not
was
doing
off his court case,
Yes.
which they should have noticed off jump. He wanted to clear up and look good for the courts. Literally months after saying he would stop the violence, he was dissing Dirk and stating he was going to perform in Chicago. All Youngboy does is sell beef like many other artists. That's how he keeps himself relevant. He was never
Yeah.
going to stop the violence because it will stop his money. He's going to continue to promote violence and chaos to his fans. And they're going to destroy their lives following these songs.
Like so many other. How many people don't you know growing up that threw their lives away while listening to Wayne, while listening to 50 Cent, while listening to all these gangster rappers that me myself as a child grew up listening to? I grew up in the Bronx. Everybody I knew was influenced by a rapper. A lot of people like to deny. A lot of people like, oh, I can't be influenced by nobody. That's impossible. That's not true. If you just do a little bit of study on the brain, you realize that our brains are like a sponge. Everything that we see, everything that we hear, everything that we consume influences us and makes us who we are.
We are, I say this, I say that we are who we listen to. I listen to gangster rap, I'm gonna be a gangster. Whether I'm really a
No,
gangster
that's
or
not
not,
fucking
I'm
true,
gonna
bro.
wanna be a gangster. I listen to Russ. I'm a lover boy.
That's
This
not
is just
true.
what
That's
it
not
is.
true.
Like you just said, your brain is like a sponge. It's going to soak it all up. So you're going to become what you listen to. This is why the youth is committing these crimes that at such a high rate.
I mean,
Doesn't
it's
even
kinda
make
true,
sense.
but it's not
This
true.
is the most time right now.
It's
that
all
we
the way
see
true. I don't
in
know
the
why
hip-hop
he's
That
saying
means-
that.
okay,
Like, I
okay.
don't know why he's saying that, but it's blowing because y'all, it's true. It's full on blown true. It is what it is. He needs to accept the fact that our brains, like they said, is a sponge. It soak up whatever. Just how parents be saying to these kids, oh, you can remember them lyrics to that song, but you can't do your homework. Their brain is soaking up all them lyrics that they listening to over and over and over and over again, and that's why they not doing their homework, because they don't really, their brain ain't soaking that up. Their brain soaking up whatever the industry is putting out there for them to listen to, all them TikTok songs, Sexy Red, all that.
So,
And
You the only
we
person
see
that think
Biggie
that
and
he's
Pac, it's always the
depressed.
same beef. But
Don't nobody
nowadays,
else,
it's
his fan base think he's
Wouldn't
depressed.
you agree?
So stop.
Yeah, specifically in the drill music scene.
Okay.
You know, not everybody's from New York, so
Okay,
they
he's
don't
not
really get to
depressed.
see it. But
He
like
even
those that are
put
from New York and
multiple interviews
Chicago,
out.
we see it.
So
We know
stop.
exactly what
That's
this
a part of the
beef
industry.
leads to.
Okay,
How many
so
kids
what?
end up in prison or in a
NBA
casket?
His agenda is to
Because
push
of trying to make
depressed
the hot
music on
drill
motherfuckers.
song.
You
In
talking
order
about-
to make
The
a hot
NBA
drill
Youngboy
song, you
is
have to
too.
have a body that goes along with the lyrics. You can't just make a song about catching bodies that don't exist. And these are what these kids are literally manipulated to think. Trap Boy Ross made a hour-long, I think it was 4-hour-long documentary, or I think it's 6-hour-long
The pictures
documentary
is
on
crazy.
Youngboy. And he was talking about how Youngboy, was he a real gangster or was he a fake gangster that really had bodies? Youngboy, instead of denying all the allegations, made a song where he basically implies that, yeah, he caught all those bodies. He's really about that life and he's willing to do these things, when we know that's not the truth. I don't think Youngboy has any bodies. I don't think Youngboy's really doing this. I think that Youngboy, yes, has gotten himself into criminal activity and his connections, his Masonic connections have gotten him out. But I do not believe that Youngboy is really out here catching bodies. He's rapping about it, he's promoting it, and maybe he's a tie to some people that did it. But the reason he's doing this is because he knows that the record label, they're not going to push his music unless he's talking about this.
No, of course not. When have you ever heard a NBA Youngboy song that's not promoting violence in some kind of way? And if it isn't, the next one is. He could throw out a love song like Little Dirk, they do it. The people that they surround themselves around will do anything for money. And this is another reason why these rappers just get away with everything.
The biggest red flag of all of this is that Mason chain that he has at 16, 17-year-old at the beginning of his music career. That lets you know from the beginning. He's being groomed, he's been controlled, they made him. They didn't exist before this. The industry knows that in order to sell an artist, he has to look as authentic as possible. That's why they go to these hoods and get these artists. They used to make them in a factory, essentially. Now they go to the hood, they make these guys take the oath, they get into their brain, they make them push whatever they want, and the artist is gonna do whatever they're told to not be broken poor. And some of these artists, like we've already seen, they truly follow the occult. You know, they're devoted to the craft and they know all this stuff. But then there's people like Youngboy and other artists who are not that devoted, but they take the oath and they have to climb in degrees, they have to climb in the system to make it to the top. This is what I believe is going on with Youngboy. If it's not Youngboy himself, it's definitely his management or someone on top of him. But he is definitely a Masonic puppet.